I don't know how many of you use PageFactory for programmatic SEO projects, but I wanted to start including more internal links, more outbound links, of course, are always good if they're relevant for sure, but more internal links specifically. It's real easy to do it on let me go to my template. I just made a video on this. So this link actually goes to another website I own, but if I wanted to, this one here links back to our homepage. So it links to that. That's very easy to do. It's easy to interlink within the template like this, but if I wanted to have a different link to a different internal page for every page, that's what I need help with. So I come over into the documentation, I go to advanced topics, and here I find dynamic links and images. And so what you have to do is you have to, in the row, put the actual HTML, which I saw this, which led me to this table idea and filling in the zip codes this way, because in a previous project, the bulleted list didn't turn out like I wanted it to. So I knew I had to use HTML. But what I would want to, in this case, see how it's different like this. Cuteorangecats.com, cuteblackcats.com, cutegraycats.com. And then you have the text for it to click here. So I want to find a way to do this at scale and be able to then interlink to pages that I'm creating within the same project. So this one, for example, I did. It's a bad one because this one messed up. Let's do. I wonder if it'll show. Oh, it won't show reads because it's not big enough. Apartment cleaning services. So there's Flint, and then I also have like a Saginaw one. Or let's say Grand Blanc. Let's do Grand Blanc. Because they're kind of close. Flint and Grand Blanc are. So perhaps I might want to reference a Grand Blanc page on the Flint and vice versa, but the project isn't created yet. And if I do it in the template over here in PageFactory, it's just going to be the same link for all the pages, which I don't want. So I pretty well know what the slugs are going to be, so I can then create it would have to be something like let's try this. This might take me a bit, so bear with me. If I wanted to create, just say, I need to create a new space here. Whatever, maybe that's good for a page break. Be like insert HTML and then do I have to get it to match as much as I possibly can. Service, not services. Okay. Then city, state. Oh, A. Gotta close. Wait, how do you do it? Okay. Yeah, that's right. But that is with, so I can do it like, here. If you need HTML. Click here. If you I'm gonna read like a sentence, I already know that. If you need services in oh, I know what I would need to do. Okay. So find a neighboring city or two. I have to create a second column then if I want to do that. So for example, it says city, it would be like, I'll just do neighbor would be my column. State can stay the same. So for Detroit, it would be like Taylor is that one. And then I would be able to interlink much better. What's kind of a bummer is that it's sorted by population. I could cheat my way out of it and just be like, if you're on the Grand Rapids page, it's very easy for me to be like, above, below. So like if I'm on the Grand Rapids page, Detroit is above, Warren is below in terms of population. So I could say like on the page, like, oh, if you want to see the number one ranked city in Michigan in terms of population, click here. And so it would create an interlink, like an internal link, but it's not exactly relevant because if you're in Grand Rapids, you're like, what do you want to see the Detroit page for? You know what I mean? But that way it's at least an internal link. So for Warren, then this one would be Grand Rapids and Sterling Heights. Obviously, the Detroit one won't have anything or above it. Sterling Heights is Warren, Arbor, Sterling Heights. You get the idea. And so from there, I believe this will work. And instead of city, I don't have it set up yet for that to do that. It would need to say above right here where city is. Service above state still stays the same, but I need to pull from another column. It just takes a little bit of time to process this because I used equals AI in GPT-3 to fill all of these tables with HTML. And I copy and pasted the rest of this data just from a data set that I found online with population data. I'm not going to type in that stuff manually. It's already organized for me. So I just copied and pasted it over. But now, because I want something else, I don't have a way to reference these things and make it the page a little bit better. So I have to do that manually, which is totally fine. But I did not realize that until right now, which is kind of fun. So if you're noodling with any programmatic SEO projects, I'd love to hear about them. I mean, I'm a complete noob, a total imbecile when it comes to this stuff, and it's completely no code for me, so I should just call it SEO.csv. Um, I really don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to figure it out, and it's a lot of fun to do. So um, if you're playing around, oh, see, it did it again. I don't know if you watched this other video, like St. Clair. I know it's not city. Davison, it's not city. Eaton Rapids, I know it's not. Elba, don't think is. Whatever. We'd love to hear about the projects you've got going on, especially if you're a home service business owner. Huge potential there because just cities, neighborhoods, towns, villages give you a way to expand. Give you a whole new, if you can get a new row, you can get a new page on here, and every state has a ton of these places. So there's a lot of opportunity out there. Just got to go and grab it. Talk to y'all soon.